Here we are at Empower Your Energy. So grateful that you're here. And I'm excited because we have a lot to do tonight or today. We'll do some Qigong movement as we always do, just to get that energy moving in the body. And then we're going to talk about intention setting and the importance of that, as well as the importance of clearing our energy before we set intentions. Intentions can be grand and they can be very simple. And we'll talk about intention setting. So, the first thing, I just want you to take a few breaths, take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale out and feel that energy just come down to the ground, right? So, inhale and exhale. And you notice what I'm doing with my hands. As I'm inhaling, the energy is rising up to the top. And as I'm exhaling, I'm grounding that energy. Just the simple movement will do that. And I do this every night before I go to sleep. I use my imagination, inhaling and exhaling, just grounding that energy all the way down as if you're sinking poles into the ground. And it's a really nice way to either begin the day or end the day, or do it at any time during the day. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to do some Qigong movements first. Let's do that. And then we'll talk about intention setting and energy clearing. And we're going to do some energy clearing during Qigong movements as well. All right. And then tonight I have a special treat. We're going to do a Shamanic Journey meditation instead of a Reiki infused. It is Reiki infused. Everything I do is Reiki infused. The whole session's Reiki infused. But we are going to do more of a Shamanic Journey. So you notice with Qigong, there's no special clothing needed. You can wear jeans, you can wear your pajamas. Right? So there's nothing that you need that's special, just a place to stand, a place to move, place to swing your arms, place to move your energy. First thing we'll do is we'll bring our hands to our lower dantian. We have 3 dantians, and I like to describe them as an energy bank. So we have the one right below the belly, we have one right by the heart, and then we have one by our third eye. So these are our 3 dantians, lower, middle, and upper. But we start right here in that lower dantian. This is the primary energy bank. You know why? Because when you inhale, that breath stimulates it right here. It's in our lungs, but when we breathe, that belly expands out, and it really starts that process of the breath, of the chi, of that life force energy. And as you exhale, just allow that energy to draw back in, and it'll stimulate it even more by contracting the muscles and the tendons and the nerves and all that connective tissue. So deep inhales and exhales. Nice deep breathing. And then lower your hands by your side. We're going to come into a Wuji posture. My knees are bent, just ever so slightly. My pelvis is moving down towards the earth. Release any grip you have here, right? Sometimes we tend to hold, like we're trying to hold something in. Sometimes that's good. That's like a chi lock, but just relax, let it go. When you do that, that energy starts to sink down into the ground a little bit more, and you feel more grounded. Bring your arms by your side. Imagine you're holding 2 eggs, one under each arm, and you don't want to crush them, right? So you want to relax, let it go. We're going to turn our palms out. We're going to inhale, reach those palms overhead, and then draw that energy down. Inhale, reach the palms overhead, and then the palms come down. Simple movements. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring your arms back. So your elbows are drawing back. Sink down a little bit more into a horse stance. And imagine that your arms or your hands actually are like knives or some kind of a cutting tool, right? So we're going to inhale and then draw the elbows back more, opening up the chest, opening up those lungs, expanding them on the inhale. And as you exhale, I want you to just push everything away. Inhale. and exhale. Inhale, big inhale breath. As you exhale, force that air out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. You're letting go what you no longer need. Inhale, exhale. One more. Now bring your arms wide. Still have those cutting tools here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to circle and we're going to cut around. This is a great way or metaphor of protecting our energy as well. At the end of the year, and right now this is being recorded at the end of the year, we want to clear out the energy. And you can do that anytime, maybe at the end of the day, maybe at the end of the week, month, whenever. You're clearing out energy, making space for new energy or for nothing. Just, you don't have to bring anything in. You can just create that space just to have, right? Have that wiggle room. Now we're going to just do some rotations of the spine. So we're going to turn. And as you're turning, look at the hand behind you. Right? So your neck rotates. And then when you've spun around, look at the hand behind you again. This is a great movement for the neck, the cervical spine, the mid spine, the lower spine, for the hips. So I'm just moving gently side to side with my legs. I'm turning my feet, my toes. And then we're going to come back and lower these arms down. Let's give them a little wiggle, a little shake. All right. Let's do some heel stomps. I love heel stomps. Heel stomps are a great way just to shake things up in the bones. So the bones are made of minerals and calcium, so that's minerals, and other components, of course. And when we do our heel stomps, we're shaking that mineral around. We're making the bones stronger. We're also stomping out things that we no longer need. Right? It's a great way to do that. So when you're angry or when a child's angry, they stomp their feet, right? So they're like, that's a release. They're releasing. So if you have anything you want to release, let's do it with these stomps. Ready? I like to swing my arms and I do that. So as I inhale, I reach my arms up and exhale, stomp down. If you're on a hard surface like cement, I would say put shoes on or socks, something softer, or go somewhere softer. Inhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. One more, inhale up, and stomp those feet down. Beautiful. All right, let's do, let's see, what else can we do? Let's do some flame work. Yeah, so flame, think about a flame. Flame, it transforms. It takes something and it changes. You can take something and throw it into a fire and it goes away. Fire cooks and creates energy. So we're going to do some fire. We're going to bring our hands together. And then we're going to rotate the hands. So we're going to turn the hands, back of the hands come together. And then we're going to come back to center. And we're doing this right at the heart space. You know why? Because the heart element is fire, passion, joy, contentment, all those wonderful things. So we want to increase that flame. There's also the flame in the belly. Imagine a cauldron in your belly, the digestive energy or juices. Let's bring that flame up. And as you bring that flame up, let's cross the hands, back of the hands come together, and let's imagine that you're a flame. And you're moving the body side to side. That's helping that connective tissue, your muscles, your bones, your joints. And you are the flame. In Reiki, we have a symbol called the Holy Fire symbol. And it's the highest form of transformation and love and guidance. So flame's very powerful. Let's bring that flame back down. We're going to do more with the flame. Keep your hands together. So what we're going to do now is we're going to spread that flame even more. Right? The first thing we'll do is we're going to step out. This is called a bow stance, very similar to Warrior One in yoga, if you do yoga. And as we step out, we're going to lean forward, open the hands, open the heart space, and then draw the energy back. So we're closing our hands forward, bringing that flame back. Let's do that again. Use your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring it back. Let's do this on the other side. Inhale as you open and expand the lungs and the heart, spreading that flame, spreading that passion, spreading that fire. And then come back, bring your hands down, pause here for a few breaths. It's always nice to come back to what we call a Wuji posture, just to take a few simple breaths, connect with your energy, maybe even bring your hands somewhere on your body. If your energy feels a little heightened, you could discharge some of it just by gently touching your dantian or anywhere on the body. All right. I'm going to do one more here, one of my favorites. We call this the fountain. So water is a very powerful element, and water can transform as well. Rocks are shaped by water. Water can move earth. Okay. Water can also douse flames. Right. So if you are too heavy in the flames, in the fire, maybe there's something going on, a little water can mist and can just put out the flame just a little bit or a lot. All right. So we're going to cross the arms here in front, and we're going to bring the arms up and then down the side. This is the fountain, and we're going to continue to do that. Inhaling up and exhaling, allowing the water to come down. Every time I think about this, I think about just the Trevi Fountain or the fountain at Central Park, that big, beautiful fountain. The water's constantly flowing. People are sitting around it, throwing their little coins in there, making their wishes. And it's just so beautiful. It's almost a piece of art, a sculpture. Water can turn into ice. So many things with water. Such a beautiful element. It's very yin. One more. Big waterfall all around you. And once again, let's just pause here for a moment. Just circle the shoulders up and back of the shoulders. A little love. We've used the shoulders quite a bit. And then the other way. All right. We'll do one last movement. This one is for centering and balancing. Bring the hands together and press into the hands. And what that does is it stimulates the meridians in the arms. It just provides a little contraction. And we're going to extend the hands down the middle, maybe even sink a little bit. Let's sink down. And then inhale as rise. Let's turn the palms up. Reach those palms up into the sky. Press the hands together. Keep doing that. And then let's come back to center. Fingertips towards the earth. And this is a very grounding exercise where we're sinking down into the earth. Inhaling and rising up to the heavens, the universe, sinking, stabilizing, rising, expanding. And then we're going to come back to center. And then we're going to bring our fingertips forward and we're going to extend them out. And then come back, extending them out. And then back. And then one more time. And then draw the arms back. Fingertips up. Keep pressing those fingertips together. And just pause here for a moment and bring to mind something that you're grateful for. Whatever it is, something small. I always say, don't overthink it. The first thing that comes to your mind, that's what's important. And we'll bring our feet together. And we'll take our right hand and bring it into a fist. That represents the sun, and this is the moon. Your hand can be straight or can cup the other hand, the sun. And then we take an inhale and we bow in gratitude for our practice. So before we do our sacred journey of release and renewal, our little shamanic guided visual practice, I thought I would mention a few things. You can always join me for my monthly Empower Your Energy workshop that I do. Love doing these things. I think this has been great to build a community and to also show you the importance of working with your energy and how powerful that can be. I also offer distance Reiki sessions. You can find all of that on my website. You can look for different sessions, types of sessions. If you're looking for something different that involves more yoga or Qigong, you can also reach out and we can discuss that. Right? So there's a few options there. I have my podcast, which I absolutely love to do. It's called Chat Off the Mat. And yeah, so I've had a great year, the past year, and I look forward to the upcoming year and doing more podcast episodes, having more guests, and really maybe pivoting some of the ways I'm doing things and the messaging around everything. But it's all for the to bring these tools and awareness for these tools and the practices that are done out there by all these amazing people in hopes of inspiring you to maybe bring one of these tools into your own toolbox and try something. When I started this wellness journey or this transformational journey, whatever you want to call it, many, many years ago, there were not any resources. There weren't oracle decks. There weren't books, hardly books. You had to go somewhere far. Yoga classes were far and few between. Reiki was like a forbidden word. But I knew in my heart that these were things that I needed to explore, and I did, because eventually this is where it brought me, and I'm continuing on this journey with you and hoping that I can also share my guidance with you as well. So that's my intention. I love what I do. All right, I'm going to pick a card before we do the meditation. I don't have an intention for the draw, just a general pick. Let's do this. Got two cards. I need to pick one. Oh, I've had this card come out recently. It's called, it's Stag Spirit Leadership. So leadership, leading your own life. Maybe there are some things out there where you need to kind of step into your own power, right? Um, I see a very gentle spirit in this. Deer, stags. He looks very powerful, but he also looks very gentle. If you see him or look at him, I feel that this has some grandfather energy. some guidance, some ancestral energy, tuning into the signs and the messages from spirit that you may be hearing or feeling or seeing. When I see a deer, sometimes I think it's spirit or I know it's spirit. The animal world is very powerful, a powerful representation of spirit. Let me just notice or bring up, not notice, let me bring up what the it says here. In many traditions, the elusive and mysterious white stag is considered king of the forest. With noble antlers and proud stance, he carries a commanding energy. This card is calling you to claim leadership in your life. Now is the time to step out of the shadows and become a beacon for others. Don't allow anyone or anything to dim your light. You may be asked to take on a position of authority, even if you have been in the background in the past. It's time to step up and shine. Remember that a leader isn't necessarily defined by age, status, or income. A true leader is someone who is commanding, passionate, and motivating. They have a vision and are able to make decisions with clarity and strength. I love that. It says to inspire others to greatest heights, greater heights. Step into leadership in your life. You're a beacon for others. Shine your own life. Be gentle with yourself and others. However, do not play small. Take action, and this is your time. So step up. I love that. That is a great message for the new year. Think about it. Don't play small. Let go of wanting to sit in the background. Get up there, show those beautiful antlers, and take the lead. You never know where it will take you. Okay. All right. Let's find a comfortable space. Get cozy. Blanket may be nice. Let me get my drum for a couple of beats. Remember, the sound, the vibration clears the space, and that's what we do with the drum. Most of the time, we also connect to the rhythm of the earth. All right, so I'm going to have it here. So close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. And you can be sitting, you can be laying down, it doesn't matter. I just want you to be comfortable. And then take a few deep breaths and imagine that energy coming down to the ground and feeling your connection to the earth. Shamanic energy is very much in alignment with the earth. And now that I think about it, that stag card that we just pulled really is in natural, it flows with the energy of the shaman spirit, because shamans and the shamanic nature is very much in nature and the forest, like the stag spirit. So this is perfect for grounding and for just letting that energy from the past, letting it go and releasing. All right. Close your eyes. Visualize yourself walking down an ancient forest path. The air is thick with sacred mist, carrying the sense of pine and earth. And with each step, you feel yourself moving deeper into the realm between worlds. Before you stands an ancient tree, its trunk wider than any you've seen before. Its roots dive deep into the underworld, and its branches reach into the celestial realms, This is your anchor between worlds. As you approach the tree, notice a presence emerging from behind it. This is your spirit guide. Your spirit guide for this journey. Perhaps it's an animal. Perhaps it's our stag spirit. How appropriate. Or an ancestor, or a being of light. They've been waiting for you. Acknowledge their presence and feel their wisdom enveloping you in safety. Now, with your guide still there with you, your guide leads you to a cave beneath the great tree's roots. This cave holds all the energies, experiences, emotions of the past year. And as you enter, you see them as glowing spheres of light and shadow. Look around. Move through the cave, touching each sphere that calls to you. Feel the experiences they hold, the joys, the challenges, the growth, the losses. Honor each one. Your guide helps you discern which energies are ready to be released and which lessons need to be carried forward. For those energies ready to be released, watch as they transform into leaves, flowing up through the tree's roots, through the trunk, out through its branches into the sky. Let them go with gratitude, knowing that they've served their purpose. Watch as the leaves are carried away by cosmic winds, transmuted into pure starlight, feeding the universe with your growth, your experience. Now your guide presents you with a sacred bundle. Opening it, you find seeds of light, each one containing the potential for what you wish to manifest in the coming year. Plant these seeds in the rich soil around the great tree's roots. As you plant each one, infuse it with your intention. See its roots take hold, strengthened by the composted wisdom of what you released. Stand back, witness as golden light from above meets the earth's energy below, nurturing your planted seeds. Your guide places their hand on your shoulder, or if it's an animal, it just comes over and snuggles, transferring any final wisdom for your journey ahead. And just take a moment to listen what they have to say. Feel it in your heart. Maybe it's a whisper in your ear. Maybe it's just a knowing. Take that message with you. Begin walking back along the forest path, carrying the peace and potential of the sacred space within you. Feel yourself returning to your body, bringing back the wisdom and release of your journey. When you're ready, gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Take a breath in and out, and open your eyes. And know that you can return to this space whenever you need. It is your sacred space. Thank you for joining me, and many blessings.